What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Coffee with Dudes. Today we got another solo episode because our guy Matt is getting married in Hawaii. So, congrats, my guy. Hopefully, we'll be able to get back to our dual podcast here soon. But today I want to talk about something that I never really thought about in the past. I always used to think that to get a workout in, you had to get an actual workout, and you had to get the weights going. You had to go on a run. You had to do something high intensity in that realm. And really, like, you really don't, you can actually have fun with this, guys. I know a lot of people, they don't like to get the structured workout in. And so you can do something. What got me thinking about this is that I just got done doing 2 hours of yard work, and pretty intense yard work, cutting down our oleander in the backyard, lugging it to the front yard so to get taken away by the bulk pickup. And that was 2 hours of intense workout that did not seem like a workout. I was outside, I had the sun shining on me, I was moving around. It wasn't easy. And I did at certain points want to just be like, maybe I'll finish this later. But it felt good when I was done. And I got a workout in without actually like getting in our home gym or going on a walk. And heck, I even just to look, I took 5,000 steps back there too. So without even going on a walk, like I got tons of movement in. And so it got me thinking, it's like, what other things can I throw at you guys that could help you out? Especially if you're somebody who want to you want to move, you want to exercise, you want to get into better shape, but you want to have more fun with it, because let's be real, like not always is it extremely fun to get in the gym and lift weights. Like you don't always want to do it. That's not to say that we shouldn't do it, but I think it's important to also enjoy what you're doing too. Like maybe you don't like working or lifting weights as much, but you like playing sports. I used to be in a hockey league. After high school and college, I was in a men's league hockey game, and that was like one time a week for an hour, but it was intense exercise, and I looked forward to that. And some people with basketball, I know I have a buddy that's down here in Arizona with me, lives pretty close by, and he's in a basketball league. I think they do 1 or 2 nights a week where they go and they play for an hour or two, and that's like intense exercise that he looks forward to. Maybe you're somebody who likes baseball. It's probably not going to be as much of an intense workout because it's a little bit more of a stationary sport, but it's still something that you can consider exercise, and you're getting out there, you're enjoying it. Another thing, I wanted to use our friend ChatGPT as well to help with some things, to help figure out some other things that I could throw at you guys today, because I want to try to find a way for me. And I also, here's another thing, I didn't even put this together, but I've also been boxing a lot recently. Just once a week on Friday mornings, instead of doing like a structured workout in the gym, I go to this boxing class. And it's fun to, like, as a guy, to release that energy and to kind of just punch something every once in a while. And so I get to hit the bag. I get to like get better at boxing in different style of punches. And also I get an extremely good workout in that I like really enjoy doing. Golf's another thing. I actually didn't realize until I got a boot. This was years ago. I don't use it anymore, as I've talked about on the podcast, because I started obsessing over the numbers. Golf gets your heart rate up because you're swinging a lot and you're swinging hard, even those practice swings. And if you walk when you golf, even better, you're going to burn a lot more calories. I think I've measured it before, and it's a lot of the walking of golf. It's like 8 miles of a walk if you're walking 18 holes. And so that's another thing. ChatGPT says dancing. That is a huge thing. I don't go dancing, but I do like to tear up a dance floor every once in a while. Get a few drinks in me, we'll get rocking, we'll get rolling, but you'll burn a lot of calories dancing, even for just a short period of time. It says burns, really 200 to 400 calories an hour, depending on the intensity level of your dancing. But dance in your kitchen, another thing is intense cleaning / chores. So this is kind of along the lines of what I was talking about with yard work, but you can also do like cleaning inside. I whenever I'm cleaning our house and cleaning surfaces and like sweeping the floors or vacuuming, that like you're walking around before you know it, you've walked 4,000 steps and you're moving different muscles, you're getting down, you're bending over, picking stuff up, and you can really burn some good calories and get a pretty decent, it's not like it's going to be an intense workout, but you're going to get some good movement in by cleaning and doing chores. This says active video games. So I'm not much of a gamer myself. I know a lot of people are these days, but doing like the VR, you can VR boxing, different like fighting games, I guess. This is what this is saying. I could see that. I could see that being like a really good way to like have fun with your workout. You could you could box somebody else on your VR game and do that for 30 minutes or an hour. You're probably exhausted at the end of it. So that's a good one as well. Let's see what else we got. So DIY projects, manual work. Yep. So like if you're doing that's a yard work, stuff like that, doing a project around the house is gonna definitely burn some calories. Playing with your kids or pets, that's a good way to have fun with exercise. And even it says on here running errands, right, which makes sense. I'm about to go to the grocery store here soon. When you go to the grocery store, you're moving around, and then you like if you're going to a bunch of different stores, before you know it, you've walked a good amount. Good way. And I like to, I talked about how it's like I like to go on walks every day. Matt and myself are both the same way. We try to get our steps in, and that's a good way to do it. But I don't just go on a walk and I listen to podcasts, I listen to music, I listen to audiobooks. Like these are good ways to be able to kind of forget that you're even exercising, so to speak. And then the last one, this says sounds weird, but singing and movement. Singing increases your breathing demand, add pacing, gestures. You can kind of act like you're doing a show, I guess. And then before you know it, you've burned some serious calories. This is kind of a short one, but I just wanted to. This is kind of a reminder to myself that we can have fun with it, and just even to remember that like it's good to have at least one day, 2 days a week where your exercise is more of something that you look forward to. Now, if you already look forward to, doing your weights and going on a run, that's cool. Like you don't need to change anything, but I think it's fun to mix it up. And even like a hike, like I kind of forget how easy it is to go hiking down here. And I haven't done it for quite some time, but I do really love doing it. And it's a really, really good workout, and you got cool views and you're moving. It doesn't feel like as much of a workout as when I'm, in the gym moving weights. This is a good reminder. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments here on this one, just like what is something that you like to do for a workout, or you want to start doing for a workout that is more fun, that you can look forward to and add to your week. Let me know in the comments. Otherwise, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss our future episodes. Appreciate you guys every single week watching and listening. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll be talking to you soon.